The 12-year-old who needed approval is still running your business meetings. I caught my phantom red-handed last March. My wife and son were in the States. I was here in Guatemala, unable to go with them. And there it was, that old familiar voice screaming about being abandoned, left behind, not belonging. The phantom doesn't care about your expertise. It only remembers the wound. 6 years in the Navy, I thought I was building discipline. Really? I was teaching a frightened boy to follow orders so he'd never get abandoned again. Climbing the corporate ladder, thought I was building ambition. Seriously? I was still that kid desperate to prove he was smart enough, worthy enough, enough. Even when I built my tutoring empire, steady money, flexible schedule, it wasn't the man I am now calling the shots. It was the survivalist, the one who thought stability was the only safety left after bad decisions nearly torched everything. Every new chapter, same ghost story. Your business, your leadership, your entire life haunted by the founder's phantom, the you that you outgrew but never stopped obeying. Welcome to Daily Power Boost, Ignite Your Potential, the podcast where your transformation begins. I'm Sean Michael, and each day I'll bring you quick, impactful insights and action steps to fuel your personal and professional growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or someone ready to break limits and ignite greatness, this is your daily power boost to crush obstacles, stay focused, and awaken the extraordinary potential within you. Because remember, greatness begins within. Let's go. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Today, we're performing an exorcism because let me share what nobody tells you about success. It doesn't kill your ghost, it just gives them bigger stages. Picture this. You're in your biggest opportunity yet, the room that could change everything, and suddenly your chest tightens, your voice gets smaller. You smile like you're asking for permission. That's not imposter syndrome. That's possession. The phantom isn't some abstract concept. It's the younger you, terrified and brilliant, still fighting battles you already won. Still running from dangers that no longer exist. When I returned to coaching after years in exile, I thought I was finally free. But I noticed something that made my blood run cold. I was still speaking like I was fighting to prove I belonged, still writing like I was that kid begging to be invited inside. The phantom had evolved, adapted, found new ways to whisper its ancient lies. Don't risk too much. Don't stand out. Don't let them see who you really are. Let's look at 3 laws that you need to understand about how phantoms work. Law number 1, phantoms protect, then they possess. Every old version of you formed for survival. Navy me learned discipline because chaos meant danger. Corporate me learned ambition because mediocrity meant invisibility. Tutor me learned stability because volatility meant destruction. But protection scripts have expiration dates. When they outlive their purpose, your savior becomes your jailer. Law number 2, you can't out-hustle your ghost. No amount of new goals, income, or LinkedIn headlines will silence it. The phantom doesn't care about your current success. It only remembers the old wounds. It's still solving problems that no longer exist. And law number 3, freedom requires funeral rites. You don't integrate the phantom by ignoring it. You bury it with honor. You name the identity it gave you. You thank it for keeping you alive. Then you stop giving it a vote in the boardroom of your life. Let's pause here for a moment. Close your eyes with me if you're able. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the air in your lungs. Feel the weight of who you actually are right now. This is who's in charge. Not that scared kid, not the people-pleasing teenager, not the grinding 20-something. You, right here, right now. Breathe that in and breathe out the ghosts. Now it's time for some uncomfortable truth-telling. What success are you chasing that your 15-year-old self would recognize? Where are you still performing for an audience that doesn't even exist? And which version of you makes decisions when the stakes get high? The survivor, the striver, the soldier, the student? This one might keep you awake tonight. What would you build if the present you, the aligned you, took the wheel instead? Today's boost is what I call the phantom funeral. Here's how it works. First, name the phantom. Pick one old version of you that still makes your choices. Get specific. What did they wear? How did they walk? What did they fear most? Second, honor the service. Write down what that version gave you. The discipline, the drive, the safety, the survival skills, and thank them out loud. Third, perform the release. Look in the mirror and say these words. You kept me alive, but you're not in charge anymore. I am. Then burn the paper. Let the smoke carry away what's finished. For me, the founder's phantom was my hustler, the kid desperate to prove he mattered by making everyone else need him. That phantom built some things, sure, but it couldn't build the life I was meant for. Only the present me could do that. The phantom in your business isn't your competitor, not the market, not the algorithm. It's the outdated operating system still running your show. Time for an upgrade. This was the founder's phantom, how old versions of you still run the show. Next up, friendship ROI, the cost of keeping people who knew the old you. Because sometimes the hardest phantom to release isn't inside you. It's the ones who keep reminding you who you used to be. With strength and heart, I'm Shawn Michael. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.